check, 1, 2. Check.
Use her mic.
That one?
Okay.
Talking that one, does that one sound better?
How's this? Better? Yeah, way better. All right. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start spewing, and people can come and go. You can actually turn it down a little bit because we're hearing a lot of the. Oh, but be careful where you are right there. Be careful, Tristan, because right behind you is my cell phone. Yeah, actually a little higher. That's good. Perfect. All right. Oh wait, I'm hearing echo. Too much echo. No echo. One of me is enough. Yeah. Very good. All right. So, hey, you hear that? It's this. No, it's those. Look, I have a backup band already. Make yourself comfortable. You want the stools?
Okay.
Get the stools. Get comfortable. Why not? I'm not taking off my clothes so you can get comfortable right now. We don't want to clear the room out. Plus, there's no pole in here, and I'm not comfortable without all that. But no, we could take this. Here's another stool. If I were to turn this upside down, I'd say the lesbian table for 4. But I don't feel like lifting it. But do you want this? Here's another one. So here we go. I'm either Rebecca or I'm Stacy, but right now I'm Stacy. I go by on Instagram Lady Blue Ball, not multiple balls, just one ball. It's a kind of fun story. Well, I say it's fun, but it wasn't fun when I earned that name. But that's maybe for here or there or somewhere else, but not right now. But this is basically what we're looking at. This is a studio, and here I am. I've arrived. I'm in Lake Balboa, otherwise known as the Valley.
Valley girl.
Right, I am a Valley girl. Born and raised in Studio City. Woo-woo! Shout out Studio City. I went to North Hollywood High. Lived in North Hollywood. But when I moved from North Hollywood, they called it NoHo. You tell me, what is that? Are they calling me a hoe? I don't know. We'll see. But the only time anyone calls me mommy is when I walk up and down Lancashire, so I don't go to North Hollywood anymore. I like being in Chatsworth in the Deep Valley where the porn industry was. You guys know what I'm talking about. The porn industry, when they had DVDs and VHSs and all that shit. Now anyone just gets porn on their cell phone. How easy is that? Millennials and Gen Zers, they don't have to go far except sit in their own bedroom or wherever they are to do anything. They want weed, they go to their cell phone. They want porn, they go to their cell phone. I hate Gen Zers, and there's none of them here, so good, we can talk shit about them. What do you want to do? We're good. Oh, we're good. Oh, we're going to lock in, right? Open it? Why not? Open it. Who knows? Yeah. I heard some people in studio number 2. I heard them going there. I'm like, maybe that's where the gang rape is. I went in the wrong room. I'm like, I'll take door number 3 for $300, Johnny. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. I took my roofie an hour ago. It's going to kick in soon. So here I am. You guys ready for all that? Right. So if Rebecca was here, she'd be up here. She's a little taller, much younger, and prettier than I am. But she would basically be doing the same sort of thing-ish. We don't know. But I am not I'm not a groupie, whatever. I mean, I love music, but I would never be hanging out with you guys unless I was here right now. No, I love music, but I just say, yeah, I love music, but you don't have to play anything for me. It's like if you have kids, you want to show me the pictures, I'd be like, I've seen babies before. I don't need to see your babies. I'm sure they're cute. Just show me them when they're 18 or 21. We'll see what they're like then. But yeah, so anyone else single in the room? Any single people? Just me? Just me. Pathetic. Woo, everyone's single. Woohoo! It kind of sucks being single, I think, in LA because everyone's so freaking pretentious in this goddamn town. You're either an actor or a musician or someone like me who has just a mouth. I have a mouth. And I've been told by all my ex-boyfriends I taste funny, so that's why I'm here doing comedy, because I taste funny. Maybe I don't have that right. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, I started doing comedy during the pandemic because I was on those Zooms with my family, and they're like, Stacey, you're so inappropriate. I'm like, so what? That's what we're on Zoom for. And I said, I can do this without my pants on. Of course, I wasn't wearing any pants because no one wears pants during Zoom meetings. Come on. Pants sales were way down during the last year and a half, 2 years. But yeah, my family kicked me off of that because they're like, oh, no, you might be blood, but no thank you, we're not interested. So no one was buying what I'm selling, sadly. And that's why I'm still single. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I would be on dating apps, but then what am I going to say? Pathetic, older, somewhat desperate. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be like definitely desperate, degenerate. I like to stay out all night, do whatever the fuck I want to do, and have no pets, no plants, no anything. So I just do my own thing. Who wants to go out with someone like that? They're like, oh, am I going to be babysitting this woman or dating her? I don't really care. Like I said, I know my limits. I know what I'm capable of. But I do know that I love music and musicians and all that. I respect you guys because I don't have an ounce of talent myself. My only talent is I give hand jobs with my mouth. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure no one else is doing that. So I've got that going for me. But that's enough about that. But talk about dating apps, right? Someone said, listen, you don't have any luck on dating apps? I'm like, no. Like I went on J-Date, which is for Jews, and all I met were people that wanted to meet Jews because apparently someone found out that Jewish girls in the valley give the best blowjobs. And I'm like, dude, it's because I started that rumor 30 years ago. So anyway, enough about J-Date, but I even tried eHarmony. Apparently there's no one compatible within 3,000 miles of me, so I guess I gotta fly to Florida to find someone who might go out with me. No thank you. I would go on Tinder or Grindr or any of that shit if I knew how to work my cell phone to that degree. But then if I knew how to work my cell phone to that degree, then that person or whoever's gonna help me do my videos for my dating profile would be the person I'd be banging, right? That makes no sense. Yeah, someone said, hey, you know the easiest thing to do is Snapchat that pussy. And I'm like, yeah, anyone else? No, probably not. So, well, whatever. We're all friends here, right? We go way back. Ah, shit. Yeah, I mean, this is not going to be on the internet, right? Come on. Just kidding. Sorry, Mom and Dad. I'm disappointing you guys already. But, yeah.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus. There you go, right? Disney Plus. That's crazy. Isn't Mickey and Minnie? Aren't they pedophile? I mean, if they were, they'd be dirty, degenerate. They'd probably be canceled if they were real things to be canceled. But going back to Snapchat that pussy. Someone said, you want to go on a date? That's all you got to do. So I was like, that's it? And they're like, it's just that simple. Apparently it's not that simple, because let me tell you how to Snapchat that pussy. It took me like 4 hours to learn how to do it. You put your cell phone or whatever over here with a timer. You back up, and then you do whatever kind of views. You go back, review it, and you're like, no, wrong angle, different lighting. Unless I feel I look really good in total darkness, but that doesn't work. But I did it for so long, I couldn't approve any of the shots. I'm like, ooh, what is that? Ew. But I did it so much, Arby's was sending me emails, right? Now, I don't know. That's one of those thinkers. Why would they? Maybe they're hiring photographers. Don't know. But if I thought, hey, I need someone else to set it up, they could zoom in, do light. But if I had someone else filming and recording me doing Snapchat my pussy, don't you think I'd fuck that person too, right? I mean, I don't need to Snapchat that pussy. Jesus Christ, the whole thing's fucked up. But apparently I'm in that age where I'm like too old for the millennials and Gen Zers, and I'm too young for AARP. So I don't know. I mean, I don't eat the early bird special, and I stay out all night, so I'm past whatever normal. I'm not a normie or a normal person. I do have a day job, but I don't really care about it so much. I work out of my home, so cancel me there, pal, right? Cancel me from my house. Yeah, no, it's really weird. I'm still late for work, even though I work from home. I don't know. I'm not really good with my time management. But also, I think, hey, if I'm late for work, I'll have to explain to my boss, and then I'll have to, blow him, I think it's a perk, but I only do that because I like the parking space I get. It's nice up and close. But it's a little awkward. It is a family business, so, it's another one of those. If we had sound effects, we'd have a skid mark and a train wreck right there. But, yeah, so like I said, I look really good in the dark. So, yeah, I don't do much audio or video recording. I do more audio. But even in audio, I'm a very aggressive and like manly, and I kind of like sound like I'm halfway between a dude and a chick. You won't see me wearing a dress or being all feminine because I really can't pull it off unless I have some kind of intoxicant in me. I can maybe be ladylike for a little bit. But then, if you're a zebra and you got stripes, your stripes are going to show. Eventually they're going to show. And I'm definitely a zebra. I'm going to be turning 54 in February. Actually, not this year, because I was born on a leap year, and next year is not a leap year, so I got to wait for her birthday till the next year. So technically I'm like 13 and a half, right? So actually puberty and menopause, same, both at the same time, right? Congratulations. We don't know what the fuck you are. But here I am. Like I said, I'm in the valley. I keep hearing the drums behind me, and I'm waiting for someone to go, da-dum-tsh, da-dum-tsh, or a drum roll, because I can't dance, I don't have any talent. I really wish I did. I'd probably make more than minimum wage. But who's working anyhow? No one has jobs these days. Unemployment, you're getting so much more money, right? Crazy. The whole economic, I don't even want to talk about politics and all that bullshit. But I do like looking how the wall's progressing in Mexico. I do go down to Mexico because I have a dentist down in Mexico. He's really cool. He likes to put his hands in my mouth, and I always tell him, hey, don't use the gloves today. And he's like, okay, Stacy, I won't use my gloves today. And I'm like, thank you. Anyway, it gives me spank bank material. Anyone else go to the dentist because they like to have tools in their mouth? No, it's just me. I know. Don't worry. These are rhetorical questions. Rhetorical. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these words coming out of my mouth. I could easily say the other R word. Redundant? Ridiculous? Yeah, I wish I had the balls to say it. Reverb, or rebate. Anyone want their money back? No, it's all right. Discount. I know what discount is because I have reduced whatever my, people always say, you would do that for this amount or do that for that amount. And you're right. You're like, I would fuck that guy for $1 million. And then you're like, all right, I would do anything I'd fuck anyone here for $1 million. But then $500,000? Yes, $500,000, yes. $250,000? I'm looking around the room. Okay, I'd still do all of you for $250,000. But then start breaking it down from there. And really, where's my breaking point? $6,800 is what I've come up with. I'll fuck every one of you. Individually, $6,800 each. But yeah, that's the bottom, but not $67.99. That's right down the line. But I feel like I can say that because I want to say the Blue Book. If you guys remember Kelly Blue Book, I'm going to compare it to what I feel my vagina's worth. I feel it's worth a lot more than that because I feel it's been garaged. It hasn't been used much. One owner, right? The odometer's pretty good on it, right? It may have a little bit of a saggy headliner, but who gives a shit? But there's no Bondo, right? You can drive it, or your kids can get in it. Your son might look really good in it if you had one, right? Yeah. How far do I want to go with your son? I don't know. How old's your son? Yeah, or your son or your grandpa. I don't really give a shit. I'm desperate and degenerate. Didn't we hear that earlier? We got that clear. Dating in LA is fucking weird. I haven't had anyone ask me out on a date in so long. Let's see. I'll say I haven't seen live dick in that long, right? I've seen a lot of dick pics because that's a thing. They're sending them out. I don't even know if they're yours or your friends or who knows. It's on Getty Images. Everyone's got a dick pic. But I think, you know what? If you want to be creative, show me your butthole pic, right? You want to put some bunny ears and some shit on that, right? Throw some of those stupid emoji cons or whatever cons on your butthole. And if you can impress me, then, hey, we'll go to dinner. We'll get a couple of cocktails. I'm down for that.
But you buy.
But what?
But you buy.
I buy. You know what I'll buy? I'll buy hey, I'm going to go to my car, or I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And then I'll take off, right? Yeah. It's like dying in ditch, but you're on a date. Yeah, you're right. Oh, shit, I got a phone call. Gotta go. That's why they have apps that actually call your phone. It's like a saving you from the date from hell. You just set up like, it's like basically like plan B would be if you don't want to wear a condom. You want a raw dog? Fine, just make sure you have a plan B pill. That way you can do it, and then the next morning you think about it, you're like, oh, nah, take that pill, take that pill. How lazy do you gotta be to have like the plan B pill and still need an abortion, right? That's crazy, right? I mean, there's so many ways to get around having to think about that with plan B. You have all these, whatever spermicide killers. You have dental dams for women. You have guys condoms. I mean, to get pregnant these days, you gotta try really hard. I've tried really hard. And I'm glad I had my abortions when I did. I'm just kidding. I still have space for one more. I can still do another one. Valley Girl. Like, oh my God. I am a true Valley Girl because I love Ventura Boulevard. And I actually was born in the era where I had a Valley Girl contest that I won at the Sherman Oaks Galleria. I won a $250 shopping spree back in the day, which I already told you how old I was. I'm old as dirt. Whoever the dirt testers are, they'll tell you that's how old I am. Anyone know a dirt tester? Okay, because I was going to say, how much money do those guys make? I don't know, dirt testers, right? It's like you can tell how old the tree is by the rings on it, whatever. If I were to take my layers of Spanx off, you'd be able to tell how old I am. You know, like hacky sack? That's a reference to my tits. Hacky sack, whatever. But, my tits used to be normal and stay like this without a bra. But now, forget about it. If I was African American, I'd be on the cover of like National Geographic and shit. Just to give you a little reference. It's a visual reference.
Yeah.
But no, I loved it when guys like back in the 80s. My favorite time, the 80s. Sunset, Hollywood Boulevard, and all the rocker clubs, all that whiskey, Roxy. I used to go to like Florentine Gardens and all those clubs. Me and my girls, we got our fake IDs. And it'd be like, hey, it's your turn to blow the doorman. Okay, it's your turn to blow the bartender. Because we had no money, and we wanted to get in the club and have drinks. So we rotated who did that. Any of you guys do that too, or just me and my girlfriends? Probably just me and my girlfriends. But the 80s were so great because cocaine was a thing back then. I don't know about now. Cocaine is, touchy subject. So be careful. That'd be your last time you party. But the 80s back then were so good because it was like, hey, can I do a line of blow on your tits? And I'm thinking, how much do you got? You got an 8-ball? Because your tits are fucking huge, right? But now it's like, hey, do you have a friend to hold my tits up while you do your line? That's what you need. You got to 2-man my boobs. But yeah, I don't do that shit anymore. I don't do anything white anymore. I'm just kidding. I don't do anything dark either. It's on my list. It's on my fuck it list. I have a lot of things I'd like to fuck. But that list keeps getting longer and longer and longer because this city's crazy. You have Puerto Rican, Jewish, Canadian, whatever, dude. I'm like, geez, it's going to be another entry on my fuck it list is someone who's got that kind of pedigree. But yeah, I'm pretty open. I'll try any of it. But my phone's not ringing. It's just not ringing. It's just the way it is. But I'm waiting. One of these days someone's going to say, hey, we got a Netflix special or a Comedy Central special for you. And I'll be like, oh, right on. Great. Now that I'm in a wheelchair or I'm fucking stuck in wearing diapers, I'm shitting myself, that's when I want my special, is when I can't fucking control my bowels. Which actually, that's already happened. It's actually called like piddling. I piddle. You mention my name, I'll get excited. I actually pee myself. Like your doggies around here. You're like, hey, buddy. Oh, don't pee on the floor. I'm like, why? I did. I peed on the floor when you said hello to me. That's not actually, partially, most of it's true. Actually, most of the shit I say is true because I don't have any other references to pull from. So I do embellish, but it all comes from a place of truth, which is what I call my, not self-deprecating, I call it, I'm sharing my personality and defects or whatever, so you know what you're getting. There's, you won't have a like, where was your representative? Where'd she go? Between then and here. No, I put out there exactly who I am. You basically get to know within 5 minutes. I put it out there. But I do wear a diaper when I go any place for the first time because I do have a tendency to get excited and pee myself. But I monetize that shit, all right? I sign them, I sell them, I put them out there. I have an OnlyFans page or you know, or those diapers are pretty valuable. I have a fan base that they're waiting for that time of the month where they get my Japanese flag inspired diapers. That's all right. Which makes me think about my best friend in junior high school and high school. Her nickname was Japanese flag because she didn't give a shit where she had her, you know, her period or whatever. What she was doing. She left the Japanese flag all over the town. Anyway, but my nickname wasn't that bad. Mine was mattress back, so that wasn't bad, right? At least it was a mattress. Hey, it's not like backseat Betty or any of that. Come on, I don't backseat. I'd be like, if you got a long bed, I'd do the long bed, but no short bed, right? I like the back of trucks. That's my style. The back of trucks, kind of white trash like that. Definitely redneck, white trash. I used to live in the South. I went to college out there. And the South, boy, they're fucking nuts out there. I mean, you know, people are people everywhere. It doesn't matter. This city, small town, big town, doesn't matter. Eventually, men are going to open their mouth and you're going to be like, yeah, you're a dude. you said one thing too many, which is, hi, how you doing? If you just would shut the hell up, we'd probably fuck you way more than whatever. But, you know, I don't know. I'm not interested in guys that don't have a voice because I need to have my attention going. But there's just a fine line between when, like, my pussy's wet to when it's dry. It's very quick. Dries up, gets wet. Dries up, gets wet. If I had a dick, it'd be hard on, soft. Hard on, soft. So I'm a shower and a grower, I guess. Yeah, shower and a grower, whatever that shit is. All these new terms, you know, all these little acronyms and, it's, you know, LGP, like all these letters and whatever. You don't know what you're saying. You could say LOL and put in the wrong letter, and you're like, you're what? You did that? I'm like, what are you talking about? You know that you put those, I'm like, dude, I just fucking misspelled the voice to text, which I can't stand cell phones. I have a real problem with Siri and Alexa, because I have Siri on my phone, but Alexa at my house. I swear to God, those two bitches, they should just have it out, because I'm going to fuck one of those bitches. One of them. Because they listen to me, and one of them wakes me up, and the other one's all, she's sleeping. And Siri's like, let her sleep. And Alexa's like, no, she wanted to be waking up. Like, they have arguments about me. But yeah, fuck. Can you imagine if her name was Siri or Alexa, and every time someone says Alexa, she would be like, ding, ding, ding. That's so fucked. It'd be so bad. Or what if her name was OK Google? Or your name was Bixby, or whatever those other stupid names are for all that shit. Yeah, that would really suck. I would, if I had kids, I'd name them Siri and Alexa just to fuck with them. Just so they could learn that fucking rough road. And, yeah, that's what it is. You don't have a thick skin, you're going to learn real quick, bitch. Yeah, that's why I have a ton of friends. Because I'm an asshole. Anyway, yeah, I'm an asshole. And I've never been married, don't have kids. At least I don't think I have. I don't know, I'm trying to think. No, I've never had kids. But I would be the worst mother ever. I would, because I used to have a dog that I'd take with me everywhere, and I'd go to happy hour with that dog. I'd go everywhere. And I'd be like, yeah, my dog's in the car. But can you imagine if that was my child? I'd be like, oh shit, fuck, I left my kids in the car. Yeah. I'd be a mother for about a minute. Thank God. Thank God. But yeah, so I'm looking for like any eligible bachelor. But what I've decided is I want to start dating some of those people that like didn't do so well during the COVID, and they didn't get their sense of smell back. Because those guys would be like, they can't compliment me on my smell, but then also they can't complain about it either. So I'd be like, I don't care if you just got back to the gym, lady. Come on, let's go. I'd be like, all right. I either want that guy or I want the guy with the cauliflower ear. You know, the MMA fighter, the one that just came out of that jiu-jitsu store with the big mushroomy ear. Because if they have that, then you know they're down for that ground and pound. They like to get down and dirty. They've got good stamina, but also they don't mind being choked out. You know, rear naked choke or whatever. They know moves like Japanese necktie or all that shit. Like, it's so sexual, isn't it? At least for me it is. I watch MMA and I'm like, God, am I fucking wet? Am I the only one that's fucking ready to go? Yeah, I think I watch things with a weird kind of perspective. Everything I see limp dick, hard dick, limp dick, hard dick. That's all I see. I don't see people in front of me. Everyone's just a phallic symbol to me. I also like to play poker because of all of the things they say about poker. Like, you want to hold them? Like, yes, I want to hold them. What are we talking about? Cards or the cock? No, I'm just kidding. I just like to say that word every now and again. But you don't know what you're doing underneath that poker table. But I do like playing cards with anyone because it's mostly dudes that play poker. Mostly dudes. But then it comes around to you. There's so many different ways to say things like, I want to shove all in. I want to shove all in. Or I take my chips, I stack them like, and I call me. You want to call me? Call me. And I'm like, Jesus, how much is that? And I'm like, it's about 5 inches. Call me. And like I said, I look at everything like it's so sexual. It's no wonder. You would think I'd have a fucked up childhood, but I don't. I had a pretty good childhood, so I have no idea where this depravity came from. But I can't change who I am. Like I said, I am who I am. But I love just being a sick pig in this town because what else do I got? That's it. That's all I got. This has been awesome. Have you guys have any questions for me? No? That's great. What are you doing later? Not. We're not interested. Yeah, you over there. What? You? You? Am I what? Want to get lucky. Do you have a scratcher for me? A scratcher? Yeah. The only way I'm going to get lucky is if I had a 2-headed nickel or something like that, and I called heads on flipping the coin. Yeah, I gave up on getting lucky because if you set the bar like even a little bit higher than ground level, then there's room for disappointment underneath that bar. So I always put the bar just down on the floor and be like, there you go. Anything above ground level, it's all good from there, right? There's no disappointment when you start with ground zero. But this has been fun. I can't wait to come back for romp sessions, like when we're ready to go with Stupidface. I've been called Stupidface many times, but that's before I met you guys. You're the legit Stupidface. I'm the illegit Stupidface. But my name is Stacy. I'm on Instagram at Lady Blue Ball or Miss X Stacy. And that's it for now. There you go. Cheers. Thank you.
Amazing, sweetie.
There you go.
Look how long you were.
Have no idea.
About a good half hour, everyone,
Really?
right? Because they're all video games, so a half hour, right?
Huh. That's awesome.
It was great.
Cool. My mouth is very dry now.
Oh, you want a water? Okay.
Okay.
Water.
I was videotaping her.
Excellent. Really good. You understand what we want
Except when I heard you
because you were
talking about
amazing.
this is
And we're able to
I know.
hear, we're able to get an
I was
idea with
videotaping
that
her
video.
too.
Yeah.
You got ideas
Just
of
the
how
sound.
does the audio sound,
Exactly.
you know, and all
Yeah.
those little things. So,
Yeah. Perfect.
You know,
so I feel like
Yeah,
better
it's
than not
something to work with.
stuff like that.